You also need to know that there are two types of stratified squamous epithelium. The one we just talked about is called unkeratinized stratified squamous epithelium, and as we say, it's located in mouth, vagina, esophagus, and it has many layers for protection. But there is one more type of it, stratified squamous ET, and it's called keratinized stratified squamous ET. Here it is. It looks like the previous type, but on the top of that regular type there is a thick layer of dead cells. How we know that those top cells are dead? Because you cannot see nuclei in them. In unkeratinized, you can see nuclei even in the top layer of cells. In this one, this layer, top layer, is much thicker and there are no nuclei. And that would be human skin. The top layer of the human skin is made of keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, stratified cuboidal and columnar. Those two are rare in the body when we have more than one layer of cube-like cells or tall cells. So all you need to know that they do exist, there are not too many of them, and that's it. Our next one is a transitional epithelium. This one sometimes is difficult to recognize because there are always many layers of cells. There are no cilia on the top. The top is smooth, the free edge. And at the same time, you cannot say what's the shape of the cells. Some of the cells are tall, some of the cells are more like flat, some of the cells have round nuclei and they more like cuboidal, so it looks like a mess a little bit, and that is transitional epithelial tissue. It means several layers of cells of all possible shapes and sizes. This one lines the bladder, urethra and the ureters, and it's stretchable. Its main function is to stretch, allowing the urinary organs to expand and stretch. For example, our bladder stretches when it's full of urine. Okay, we're done with non-glandular lining epithelia. Now we'll talk about glands or glandular epithelia. What is the definition for the gland? Gland is one or more cells that make and secrete an aqueous fluid. So, glands can be classified by the site of product release, endocrine or exocrine, and number of cells forming the gland, one or more. So when there is just one cell, it's a unicellular, many cells, multicellular. We start from endocrine glands. So endocrine versus exocrine. What is endocrine? Here it is, an endocrine gland. It's a cluster of cells, sometimes small, sometimes a very large one, that is located inside of the body. It doesn't have a duct, it's ductless, and it produces secretions straight into the blood, to the blood vessels surrounding that gland. And the secrets of those ductless glands, endocrine glands, are called hormones. Exocrine glands have a different structure. They have ducts, so that is a gland cells. They produce a secret and release it through the glands on the body's surfaces. What does it mean? It is the surface of the whole body skin or into body cavities. For example, inner surface of the stomach or inner surface of the large or small intestine. Those are exocrine glands. Examples of exocrine gland secretions would be mucus inside of the body, sweat and oil on the body surface on the skin, and salivary glands inside of the mouth. So cells can be made of one gland only,